Greetings. We're on the East Coast Greenway this morning. Happy Thanksgiving. There we go. I always forget to put the stream buddy on. There we go. And we are ready to go. We are right now cruising into a little town called Kingsland. In a few minutes, we'll be headed for Highway A1A, the legendary coastal highway of Florida. However, we will probably end the stream before we get to the coast, instead of, even though the A1A actually begins a little bit further inland, I'm going to be stopping anyhow. So this will be a half an hour to an hour. Weather's been a little iffy this morning. It's nice and warm and not much breeze, but I did get caught in some sprinkles for about a half an hour, which was about what the forecast had called for, but it was looking like it was just going to keep on raining. So, and it looks like it actually start sprinkling any time as it is, so that could preempt the live stream. In fact, I'm getting a little bit of sputter, drizzly sputter right now, but anyhow, we're gonna go with it for a few minutes just to say hello on Thanksgiving Day. They're calling for a gusty thunderstorm this afternoon. We'll just have to wait and see if that develops or not. Hopefully not. It's not looks like a hit and miss kind of thing, but given the amount of cloud cover and moisture, humidity, it might be more hit than miss. Yay hot. Won't be the first time I ever got wet though. I got my rain jacket, already had it out. Roads are nice and quiet this morning. Passing through Kingsland here is everybody's home having their turkey. So what the heck? Chat's open. Y'all come keep me company until that turkey gets ready. Nice little town just inside the coastline, inland a little bit. Well, it's getting sputtery. May have to shut it down sooner than later at this rate. Maybe not. Let's keep it going for a few minutes. your Thanksgiving Day is going well. And I know some folks have challenges in life that they have to deal with, and I hope and pray that you get the blessings today in spite of whatever difficulties you may be experiencing. And have to take the things that come with life and keep on going. And make the best of all things. And today, for me, that means dodging roadblocks so far already. Still got light in the sky up ahead, even here. So the sputtering is not too bad. It's got these lively gray clouds just enough. Cloud deck is really low. You know it's a low pressure. It's squeezing what clouds are there and getting a little bit of sputter and drizzle. We're going to keep on going, given the fact that we don't have a whole lot of traffic on the road. And at least it's not raining enough. I don't even need to put on the rain jacket right now. So maybe it won't become too much. There's a little town called Greenway up the way. I think that's where A1A intersects, so we'll probably be stopping, or maybe a little bit further east from there after I get on A1A. Yeah. So, anyway. I was playing some Christmas music on YouTube yesterday. light though. It's not raining hard. Thank goodness. Scrubby Bluff Road is to the left. Huh. I don't know about Scrubby Bluff. Oh boy, got some roadkill here. Raccoon. Days like this, you get up in the morning and you break camp and there's no rain. And so you get started and heading out down the highway. And then if it starts raining, you may or may not have someplace to duck. Right now I don't. I could have ducked in under the awnings back there in Kingsville. But then you don't know how long the rain is going to last. Well, my goodness. I think this is going to be enough. I'm going to have to put the jacket back. Hang in there with me. We're going to keep it running. I'm going to keep my backside dry at least. Got the cannon in the bag strapped across my back, as you've probably seen. And I want to keep the camera dry, especially. Some of the other things, the GoPro is meant to be waterproof, as is the phone. So as long as it doesn't get any worse than it is, we're going to go with them for a little while. That's the problem today, is it's spotty rain. Well, I've lost my audio. I don't know what's going on there. Should have a signal. Yeah, let's see. All right, there it is. Some reason I got paused out there on the video. Oops. Got a strong signal, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right, here we go. And just as soon as I put the jacket on, the drip stopped, so anyway. I tell you one thing I do miss. My mom passed away a number of years ago, and of course we would have Thanksgiving at her place, even back when I was married for a while. And of course growing up as a kid, and I'm not married now, but so I'm not missing anything today in terms of a family get-together, but sure do miss Mom's cooking, cornbread, and the dressing, cranberry sauce, spinach casserole. That was always really good. You wouldn't have thought so, but when she first put it on the table, it turned out to be pretty good. Biscuits and honey a lot of times. Nice cup, well, a few glasses of wine, and a hot cup of coffee maybe afterwards. And Mom's legendary pecan pie. She used to make pecan pie and pumpkin pie. I never have much care for pumpkin pie, but I do like the pecan pie. Well, anyway, today I'll be getting my Thanksgiving dinner at the dollar store if I find one that's open. But what the heck. Walmart's closed today, they say. So I can't even go to Walmart. I thought about calling this the Walmart to Walmart tour. Some people go city to city, but I look at it more like going Walmart to Walmart, or McDonald's to McDonald's, as the case may be. I don't know if it's McDonald's today or not. We'll keep our eyes open. I stumbled on a McDonald's a couple of days ago that I didn't think was going to be there. I look them up on the maps, you know, and try to figure out where am I going to stop. Find the fast food places, public libraries, the laundries, all the different things you like to put on your map, and see what you need to eat, where you can charge batteries, and get some food. Looked up yesterday and got a water refill without having to buy it. Hate to have to buy water, but I just buy it by the gallon now, and it's usually only about $1.50 instead of buying bottles, which you get this. They probably cost $3, $4, $5, $6, depending on whatever it is. That adds up. $1 or $2 a day. Being a poor man, economically challenged. Which reminds me, you can always go visit my website, JimPorterCasey.com. Make a contribution to the Grand Slam Plan Adventure. In spite of your best efforts, my best efforts to hold expenses down, it's spent quite a bit of money on this trip. And so anyway, you enjoy the feedback and the content and the photography and the videos, consider doing that. JimPorterCasey.com. And now we're back into a stretch. Looks like the gray clouds are a tad lighter and they're not sprinkling right now. Thank goodness. Continuing to stay mostly dry today. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens this afternoon. If they lift, all these clouds lift and gather into a thunderstorm, could get kind of interesting. But headed into Florida, you know, I'm also watching the weather for hurricanes and things. It's getting late in the season for hurricanes, but they're still not out of the question. I'm not sure right now what is brewing, if anything. Got a tad of a shoulder or apron, whatever you call it, on this road. About a foot. Foot makes a world of difference, just this much difference. It gets you literally out of the lane, and it's not no risk involved, but if your vehicles don't have to move left or right to get out of your way, or you to get out of their way, it reduces your risk quite a bit. Not likely to have a squeeze play with opposing traffic meeting head on at the same spot where you're at. If they do meet head on where you're at, then everybody has enough room rather than kind of extraneous maneuvers. Plus these are lanes that are fairly wide for the vehicles anyway. This is a lesson that North Carolina, and especially South Carolina, can learn. I don't know why they're building such kind of roads up there to start with. To me, this is pretty much about the minimum. And I know some of those roads were built a long time ago, but at some point when they're being repaved, it looks like they could make them a tad wider and make it safer and better for everybody. Hadn't had a lot of dedicated bike lanes or greenways in Georgia, but for situations like this, there's almost always some room for the bike. There's been a couple of places where there have been no apron whatsoever or no shoulder whatsoever, and but it's on really very rural roads with hardly any traffic. To the right is swampy, very swampy. The left is probably wet. keep out for alligators. Agricultural inspection 1 mile. I have no idea what that means. If this was a border and you were crossing international boundaries, but so they got some kind of operation, I guess, up here for something or another. Now I believe, my goodness, I think this bridge is going to be the Florida state line. So this is my big fun for today, and you know I'm having a big time. We're fixing to leave out of Georgia, saying goodbye to fine folks in Georgia, fixing to head over into the great state of Florida. And this is a benchmark. This is the last time we're going to change cross state lines before we go to Key West. Obviously, the last state. So you know, in spite of having all the coastline in Florida will be a picturesque and scenic state. It's still a little bit sense of chagrin on my part that I'm actually planning the end of the trip. I had to make some reservations and had to. Then I have to follow a schedule of sorts, or at least maintain a pace. So that that sense of wide open, never-ending holiday that I had when I first got on the bike in Millinocket. You may recall that I picked up my new bike at Millinocket, Maine, and then rode to Calais and St. Stephen. I actually went into St. Stephen, crossed the border into Canada to say I actually started at the border. Had lunch up in St. Stephen at a Dairy Queen. Here we are. I'm glad to know that we are welcome to the free state of Florida. I sure don't want them to charge for much. So that's a big benchmark for this Grand Slam Plan Adventure Tour. Win, lose, or draw, we're something like 2,500 miles on the East Greenway, 23, 24, I think, 100 miles. And the nice thing, the back. So we just haven't been. Agriculture. Well, I don't know if that logging truck is parked for that or not. You may have to check them for disease and pestilence before letting them go. Something I don't logging trailer. Ain't no truck here. Looks like there's a welcome sign. Or an inspection sign. This is for the inspection. All trucks, trailers, pickups, and vans. Boy, anything but a car has to stop for an inspection. There's a vehicle there, but they don't look open. That's a funny thing. A lot of times you see this kind of stuff, and then there's, for whatever reason, there's not a follow-through. Maybe there is. I'm not driving a truck, van, pickup, whatever all else. And I carry no contraband neither. The A1A is a few more miles up the road. We're probably going to end this at about 11 o'clock. Might not be quite the A1A before that, but we'll be on it tomorrow. We'll try to maybe do another live tomorrow when we get to the coastline. this is just open highway. We already made it to Florida. That was the big trip for today. So I'm gonna pull it over and I'm gonna go ahead and shut her down, save the battery, and it's a good spot. This has been Jim Porter Casey on the East Coast Greenway. Just left Georgia, passed into Florida. Major benchmark. Thanks for visiting. And we'll be going live again tomorrow or in a few days, either way, sometime or another.